doing it the guiding way.
So in this video we're going to show you how to make a period kit for when you're away at camp. So a lot of the time it can hit you when you're at camp whether or not you're expecting your period, and it sucks, but it doesn't have to ruin your time at camp, even though it can make things a little different. But we're going to show you how to best prepare yourself for that situation, and just know that it's totally okay because you're ready to deal with it. Exactly. So what you're going to want in your kit is Ziploc bags, an extra pair of underwear, some form of sanitation. You could use Purell wipes, hand sanitizer, wipes in general, lots of types of ways to clean yourself up. And then we have multiple types of ways to deal with it. We've got pads, and we've got different types of tampons. So it's totally up to you, whether you use pads or tampons or which kinds you use. It's totally your preference, and it's okay to use any of them, but we'll explain a few of them here. So this is the standard tampon with the plastic applicator that you'll find pretty often. And basically what you do is you insert the tampon, and all you have to do is grip it here and push the plastic applicator up, and then just pull it out, and then you're set to go. This one is super similar, it's just a little bit more compact. Generally what you want to do is you pull out until you hear that it clicks, and then you can basically apply the same technique as the first one. And then for our third tampon is this little guy. This one is manually inserted. So basically what you do is the same with the plastic ones, except you use your finger instead. It's kind of gross. It's not for everyone, but some people find this more comfortable than having plastic. That's kind of awkward too. So yeah, it's basically you just adjust it to where you need it to be, and then push up with your finger. Nothing too complicated. Make sure you're relaxed though, because otherwise it can be not as comfortable as you'd like it to be. And then we have your standard pads. So there isn't much different about pads, except obviously you want the size that's meant for you. I'm a rather small person, so I go for the small or petite. So it's just... It also depends on how heavy your flow is, and it's different for everyone, so... Yeah. So this is the small, thin one. You can get thicker ones, you can get smaller ones. This is, I actually think, as small as it gets. And then the second one we have is the regular thin. We don't actually have any thick ones here to show you, but they should say on the package the thickness and size. And as you can see, they are two different sizes. Lovely. And a lot of people, sometimes choose to wear thinner ones at night as well while you're sleeping, which is also totally cool. And so now we're going to talk about some of the issues you might come across with having your period at camp, because sometimes it's just not fun at all. It's always pretty awkward, but the idea is to make it as least awkward as possible. Yeah, so if you're having any pain, menstrual cramps, anything like that, it's okay to opt out of activities if you feel you can't handle them. But the important part is to make sure that people know why you are opting out, so they don't just think you've decided that it's too boring or you don't want to do it, because then that's not fun for anyone. And it can be embarrassing for people, especially if you're just starting your period or still getting used to it. But just remember that all your guiders went through this, and a lot of your friends go through this too, and it's totally okay, and just don't freak out. Yeah, it's completely normal. Another issue some people have, like myself and some other people I know, is swimming. When you have your period at swimming, some people choose to use a tampon because obviously you can't swim with a pad. That's just doesn't work because all the water goes. Not cool. Nope. I personally choose not to swim normally. Sometimes if it's mandatory, I will use a tampon, but I prefer not to. So if it's an option, I don't swim. Yeah, some people just put in tampons and then you're golden. Yep, it's totally up to you. Just again, make sure that your leader or whoever's running the activity knows that you're not going on the water and that you have a good reason. Yeah, and just do whatever you're comfortable with. Mm-hmm. Just don't feel like you have to. If you want to do any of the activities, don't feel you have to. Just to keep up with everyone else. If you feel you really need to sit out, go ahead. Because pushing yourself at camp makes it no fun for you. Also remember that even if you don't have these things on hand, it is not a big deal. You can ask your guiders about it because they will definitely have supplies for you. If you get your period, like, you can let your guiders know, and that's totally okay because you don't have to go through this alone, and it's really not that big of a deal. Sometimes when people are on their periods, their emotions can kind of be all over the place and out of whack, and you just kind of want to sit down, you want to cry, and it's like your own body is rebelling against you because you've got pain and you've got hormones everywhere, and you're just a hot mess, and it's no fun at all. But the important part is to keep calm and just realize that out of the thousands of girls that are already there, you are probably not the only one going through this. Yep. So no need to panic. It's not the world hating on you. You're all good. Yep. Just try to keep calm. If you're in a lot of pain, the first aiders will probably have painkillers, ibuprofen, or something for you to take to make it a bit easier to bear. So don't try to tough it out. If you really need it, go get it. Yeah. Because otherwise you're going to be grouchy and no one's going to want to be near you. And that's totally not your fault, so don't worry about it. Yeah. So just remember to keep cool, keep calm, don't freak out. I know there's blood. I know there's, like, everything's hot and sticky and it's sweaty because it's summer, and it's just no, you want to stop. It's camp. Everything's dirty. It's okay. This is what makes girls strong. Exactly. Yeah. And yeah, so now you know exactly what to do. Exactly. And don't bring your nice underwear.
Out the ground sheet. Place mattress or pad on the ground sheet.